How you going, guys? Uncle Wayno here, back with another What Sold video. I've had a cracker of a week, sold quite a few bangers, so stuck around. I won't put that clip back in again. Um, but yeah, it's been a pretty good week. I finally got some stuff listed and some stuff sold. Who would have thought the key to selling on eBay is listing stuff on eBay? Crazy. But anyway, yeah, I have been struggling a fair bit with motivation for listing. I don't think any of us really like listing stuff on eBay. It's a really shitty job to do, to be honest. It's never really bothered me though in the past. I just punch it out, get it done. It's just something that's never really bothered me, but lately it has. I've got a lot on my mind. I've got a few things going on in my personal life that are a bit shit. So yeah, I just don't want to do it. I think the other reason is also because I've just got so much stuff in my house. I've bloody got to navigate a maze every time I want to go into a different room. It's just a little bit overwhelming. It's sort of like sometimes you just don't feel like you just don't know where to start. So yesterday I have started tidying up a bit, just sort of taking it one little job at a time to try and get things in a bit more order, and hopefully that'll help out with the motivation for listing a bit. So anyway, that's enough sooking about listing. Let's get stuck into the what solds. First up here, I've just got a DVD. First up, I picked this up in one of my earlier videos, Countdown, The Wonder Years 2. So I sold this one for $54.95 with free post. I have mentioned in the past that I send all my DVDs untracked, but if I get a more expensive one, I will look at the person's account. And I checked this person's account, they only had 18 feedback, and the feedback that they'd left for other sellers, the very first feedback they ever left for someone was a negative saying item didn't arrive. So I just sent this one with tracking, and that's pretty much how I do it. If a person has an exemplary sort of account, I have no problem sending a $50 DVD untracked and saving the extra couple of bucks myself. But I will do my due diligence and check the person's account in the first place to see if it's worth taking that risk. This time I didn't. I was happy to pay the extra couple of bucks for tracking. So when all is said and done, I've made about $42 out of this one anyway, so really happy with that. Next up here, we've got this Richmond training Guernsey from 2004. I think I listed this too cheap. I'm not sure. I listed this for $79.95. Within 5 minutes, I got an offer of $50, which I didn't take. And an hour later, this sold for full asking price plus post. So I think I may have listed this a little bit too cheap, but I can't really complain. I paid $8 for it. The buyer paid postage. So after fees and cost of goods, I've made about $62 on this one. Next up here, I got this Skylanders lot. In one of my earlier videos, I sold a Skylanders lot, a bulk lot of 60 Skylanders for $150. This lot I picked up for $5, and there was 30 in there, so it's about half of what I listed last time. So I listed this one for $80. It sat around for a while, actually forgot I had it, and then the other day it just sold for full asking price, $79.95 plus post. So again, after cost of goods and fees, I've probably made about 65 off this one. All right, next up here we've got a few banger VHS sales. Very happy with these. You would have seen in my second last video, I picked up a bunch of VHS. I already have a ton of VHS, but I decided I was not going to just chuck these ones in my death pile like I usually do. I wanted to get them out there, and I did, and I'm so happy I did. I listed this one, the Dark Crystal. I went based on comps, and I had sold one in terrible condition in the past for $40. And then the most recent comp was one that was in really good nick, and that sold for $80. And this one, it wasn't in terrible condition at all. It just had a few little issues with the cover. So I listed this for $80. It sold within an hour. I got an offer of $70, and I took it. I probably could have held out for more, to be honest, but to have it sitting up for an hour and sell for $70, I was happy with that. I paid nothing for it. This came out of the free lot that I got, so I've made about $60 on this just after fees. The buyer paid postage, actually went to Canada. Most of the VHS I sell go overseas. If it's rare here in Australia, it's going to be rarer overseas, because a lot of those VHS collectors, they don't just want one random copy of a movie. If they love a movie, they want all the different sort of copies they can get. They want the American version, they want the Australian version, they want the European version. So always put international shipping on your VHS tapes. This next one here is another VHS that I picked up in that free lot. Black Hole, Disney sci-fi movie. The clamshell cover was in schmick as condition. The most recent comp on this was $60, but this was in such good condition. I put it up for $120 and it sold for full asking price within 24 hours. This went overseas as well. All these videotapes that I've sold recently have gone overseas. So definitely put your international shipping on. This one was free, sold for $120 plus post. I've picked up about $102, $103 profit on this one. Now this last one is an absolute banger. You would have seen in my VHS video, this is the whole reason I drove an hour and 15 minutes just to pick up a small bundle of tapes. And the other tapes in there are way better than I thought they were. I way undervalued them when I did my VHS video. I didn't look any of them up. I should look stuff up before I just grab the camera and start filming, but that's not really the way I like to roll. I just like to just do things off the cuff pretty much. But yeah, this one I actually mentioned in my video that the most recent comp on this was $123. However, I did look it up very quickly and I didn't pay much attention to it, and that comp was a Betamax. That was a Betamax version, which was what was available before VHS. Betamax is still collectible. They don't really go for as much as VHS because the VHS collectors really like to watch them, and it'd be hard to get a Betamax player that's in good condition and working and all that sort of stuff. So pretty much people that buy the Betamax are just buying them just to have them. So they don't go for as much. But in saying that, the Betamax version was the clamshell version and it was in better condition than mine. Mine was supposed to be in a clamshell, but what a lot of video stores used to do is they used to take them out of the clamshell and put them in a normal cover. And then to fit them in the normal cover, they had to trim the edges of the sleeve, which was really annoying. So that's what mine was. So it did devalue it a little bit. However, in saying all that, I put an absolutely stupid price on it. I put it up for $450. It was the only one on eBay. There's none sold because the one that was sold was a Betamax. So I just thought I'll take a punt with this and I'll put $450 on it, and I didn't get $450 for it. But I just thought if someone makes me an offer in the 200s, I'll just take it. I don't care. You know, I paid basically nothing for this. My buy-in is about 30 cents on it. So I put it up for $450. Within 24 hours, I had a ton of people view it. Within 24 hours, I had a guy message me from the US. And he said, you know, he was trying to talk me down kind of thing in this one big message saying, oh, you've got a beat up copy of this, your price is only for a mint condition version, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, I know all that. And he's like, I would give you an absolute max of 200 for this. So I just replied, yeah, fair enough, I can do that. So he sent me an offer of 200 and I accepted it. I just thought, why not? I really didn't know the true value of this. But I think 200 is a really good price for it considering the condition it was in. So very happy with that one. I basically got no buy-in on this. The buyer paid postage, so after fees I've pulled about 175 out of this one. So that's it for this one. I have got a few things planned out in the near future, in the next probably month or so. So stay tuned. Should be fun. I can't wait. I can't really say yet, but I just want to throw a little bit of a teaser in there for you. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it and hopefully I can bring it to you. All this talking about selling videotapes has got me a little bit motivated to do some listings, so I might shut this camera off and chuck some more of my death pile VHS up and see what I can sell. So if that works out well for me, my next What Sold video might be all VHS tapes. Wouldn't that be sweet? But anyway, thanks for watching all the way through. I really appreciate all your support. It means a lot, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers!